Hi Joel, this one's for you. During the isolation and we can't get together and I can't help you with the leg work, you mentioned you've got a few balls. I'm not sure if you've got one of these Dyna stretchy bands. I'm figuring you have. I'd like to give you a few things that you can do with a ball or a cushion and a band. Start with a smaller ball if you have one. It doesn't matter if you don't have one. Place it on the floor. Grab your leg, literally grab it, give it a good strong hold and put your foot on top of the ball. Keep, of course, holding onto your leg. Now I'd like you to rub the top of your thigh and push with your hand and try and push the ball away to your heel. And then rub the back of your leg, your hamstring, pull it, rub it and try and pull the ball back with your foot. So you're pushing the top of your leg away, holding the knee with your other hand, if you like, and pulling the leg backwards. Your goal here is to roll the ball forward and backwards underneath your foot. Obviously that's hard. So pushing with your thigh, using your hands, is that sensory stimulation that I've mentioned about. Use your hands to help the muscles find where to fire. So we're pushing with your hand to push the ball away. Hold your knee, grab your shin and pull it backwards. Use the hand to help remind where we want to find those muscles. Pushing forward, pulling backwards underneath the knee. Pressing your hands. Guide your leg with your hands, just like I would. This is what I would. Pushing underneath and pulling backwards. When you've done a couple, so keep doing them with me, I'll do it in real time. And pushing, if you can, holding the knee, grabbing your leg, pulling it backwards. Try now pushing your heel to the floor. Push your heel down and then lift your knee up. So your toe is on the ball or on any sort of lift. Push your heel down. I'm hoping you're going to feel a little stretch through the Achilles, through the back of the leg, maybe. And then pull your knee up. So as we're getting now some movement in your ankle, pushing the ankle to the floor and pulling your knee up. Now dig yourself into the hip joint, into the top of your hip. And as you try and lift your heel up, lifting with your hand as well, rub the hip, push into the hip, that's the muscle. That's what we're trying to activate here. And I know that you've got something there that we saw, gosh, it was a month ago now. So lifting, digging your hands into there, finding the hip flexor. So push into that hand and use your other hand to lift your knee up. Press the heel down with your hands and your ankle. Pull the knee up into that hip. Push your knee down into the ankle, heel. Pull your knee up. So let's take it to the other foot. So literally lift your leg and place it down, of course. Same on the other side. Get the toe on the smaller ball. It can be a tennis ball, pickleball, tennis ball. And then we're going to rub the top of your thigh and we're going to push that ball away. Guide it with your hands if you need to. And then we're going to pull the back of your leg underneath. So you're using your hand to support your knee and remind that hamstring to wake up. Push with your hands forward with the ball. Pull your shin in if you need to. Rub the back of your leg. Push your thigh out. Use your shin if you want to. Rub the back of your leg. Yeah. So I don't know who you're living with, but if anybody can help with these things, they can guide your leg in and out while you give yourself a massage. Push the foot out. Pull in. The touch of your muscles is really important. So rub the thigh down. Get that thigh to push the ball away. Grab your shin if you need to. Get the hamstring to pull your leg back in again. Let's go a few more on this side. And then back. Now, if you have done an awful lot pedaling and stuff, I know you sent me an email, and this is better than I'm saying. You, of course, can do it without your hands, so keep doing it if you need to. And our goal really is to go all the way out and come all the way in. So that's our goal. You can keep doing this video over and over. All right. So, and then the next one now is pushing your heel down into the ground so the heel presses down and the toe is on the top of the ball, and then lifting your heel up. pushing your heel down, the toe stays on the ball, and lifting your knee up. So use your hands if you need to. Push down on the top of your thigh to get the heel into the ground. Now grab the knee and pull your knee up and push your hand into the hip flexor, into the hip joint. Pushing the heel down, finding that hip flexor to try and lift your knee up. So use your hands if you need to. I'm thinking you might. It's the sit to stand that we're working on, so we're trying to get these activated and keep them that way. Pushing and heel lifting. Let's do a couple more on this leg. Pushing the knee down, heel into the ground, maybe a stretch. Grabbing your knee, lifting the knee up. And you notice I'm using my body to help a little bit. As you get better at this, I hope that you'll be able to lift and lower and push your ankle down. And the goal is to be able to lift your knees. Yeah. So let that little ball go away. Like I say, we're working on trying to be able to lift the knees this way. So rubbing into the hip flexors, trying to get that leg to lift. Rub the hip flexors. Tell them where to fire and lift. Yeah. So grab a bigger ball or a cushion. Put it between your knees. You'll recognise this from when we very first started. Squeeze the ball with your hands and your knees. Let go and try and hold it there for a bit before you release. Squeeze the ball, let go, try and hold, and release. Let's keep going. Now if you can, try not to lean forward with your chest. Squeeze, hold, release. Squeeze, hold, release. We'll do about 10 times. Squeeze, hold, release. 2 more. No, 10 times I said. Squeeze, halfway through, hold, release. 5 more. Squeeze, hold, release. I'm feeling it. Squeeze, hold, release. You can always fast forward if you don't want to do all of these. Squeeze, hold, release. It must be 2 more by now. I don't count. Hold, release. Last one. Squeeze, hold, release. There you go. Let the ball drop, let the cushion drop. Guide your feet a little bit further out. So we're now going to stretch there. We're going to stretch by not moving your legs, but by moving your body. So come a little bit further off the chair, a little bit further forward. Put your hands on your knees and lean into the hips as far as you feel confident to. Now as you lean backwards, squeeze your tummy and you might hit the back of the chair. And then again, lean forward, opening the hip joint. Now as you lean backwards, hold your tummy in, and I'm hoping that you'll start to feel abdominal engagement. And hit yourself in the belly. Lean forward. Now squeeze your tummy and breathe out. Remember we talked a lot about breathing it out. When your ribs come down as you breathe out, the diaphragm's working, your diaphragm's working fine. And so you really want to get that squeeze to get the abdominals kicking in too. Hip opening, pressing the knees out. Abdominal squeezing, leaning backwards. We're just leaning at the moment. Let's do 4 or 5 more of these. And squeezing the tummy as much as you can. Hit yourself on the tummy. Rub your tummy. Lean forward. I hope that diet's helping somewhat. Sleeping backwards. Incidentally, I've cut grain out of my diet. We'll see how that goes. I think I'm coughing left. Squeeze. 1 more time. Lean forward. And squeeze. Right. So movement, let's leave the legs alone, bring them together or put them into a comfortable position. Open your arms and chest and stretch. Breathe in and then down. A couple more in breaths. So we were focusing on the out breath before. Lift and breathe in. Open your arms, open your chest, pin your palms up. And down 1 more time. So now I'd like to activate the top of your back. Because of leaning forward so much to get up and push up, the back of the shoulders could do with utilising. So grab the stretchy band, which I think you have, and just start to pull like a bow and arrow motion. It's as simple as that really, just pulling it. So we want a pulling action instead of a pushing action, because you push, to help up and everything. What you could do is if you have a banister or something that won't move, You can put it back around the banister, you know, definitely not a chair or something, but something that won't move, and do a double rowing action. So the back of the body is activated. And you do want to do lots of these. We want to try and counteract, as you said, leaning forward. So lots and lots and lots. What I would say is tie it in a knot if you have a dying band. If you don't, let me know, I'll send you one. You can buy them. And leave it there, and then as you see it, and if it's a place that you pass on a daily basis, you want to do a good 20 or so of these every time you pass it. Yeah? Leave it on a door handle or something. So pulling, that's it, and pulling. If you can leave it around a chair, make sure somebody sits on it, that could be good. So lots of pulling. You can do single arm pulling, and like I say, double arm if you've got it there. The single arm will be with if you haven't got it linked on something. The single arm is the bow and arrow to remind you of that. Yeah. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit in the shoulders. Just to finish off a stretch, take the band or your arms above your head and just take the band right the way behind your head. And then the same the other side. So just go from side to side, bending the back elbow, just about seeing me. And then stretch backwards, take the band right behind you. A stretchy band is better than a towel for these stretches because you can overstretch too much. So of course this is a stretch just for the shoulder really, but you really want to lift the chest too. It's not just the shoulder, you want to open the front of the chest. Taking the band right behind you and then taking the band back over. So a few more of those and finish with a twist. One. Twisting is just what it says in the book. If you're sitting on the chair, grab hold of the back of the chair and twist yourself around, trying to not let your body come with you. So keep your hips where they are and pull yourself around on the chair, breathing out. It's like you're twisting around and wringing your ribs out, wringing your lungs out. And then come back around. Do the same the other side. Grab the chair, grab your knee if you like, grab your waist, and lever yourself around. Let's do a couple more. And then again. So it's my best guess of where you're up to at the moment. If you can do more, let me know. If it's still a challenge, keep going, keep rubbing the thighs, and definitely do this chest open. I hope that helps, and take care, stay safe, bye.